All right, testing. 1 2 1 2, and we are live. Well, good day, everybody. First things first, I want to wish everybody Merry Christmas, or if you don't celebrate Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, or just Happy Holidays in general. But for America, it is commonly known as Christmas. So for those who do celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. Hopefully everybody's had a very great Christmas for spending time with family, or whether or not, if you are one of those type of people that don't really celebrate the holidays, hopefully you're having a good weekend. But yeah, thank you all for joining tonight. I am here with Paul once again, and we are here to do our live commentary of the movie that we reviewed last week, Black Christmas. Paul, how are you? And how's your Christmas been?
Hey man, yeah, Christmas was good, man. Yesterday I got to see my family, my mum and my little bro and sis, and we had a good time. Had presents and everything, and then we had a Christmas pizza, the pre-Christmas dinner type thing, and then yeah, it was a good day to see them again, especially how things were crazy for me during the start of this month. So yeah, it was nice to spend some time with some family again, and I'm sure my mum's listening here too. So shout out to you. And I hope everybody else
Oh
had a
yeah,
good time.
shout out to quickly Paul, is it Mr. Mrs.?
Her name's Louise.
Okay, shout out to Louise. Shout out to Louise. Thank you for watching. But Christmas pizza. What exactly is a Christmas pizza?
Well, we just people will have like Christmas roasts, or if they can't be asked to wait hours, they'll try and make a quick meal. So we get like a Christmas pizza. So for us, it was just a case of a large pizza with extra layers of pepperoni, extra layers of bacon toppings, and just go to town on it.
Oh, okay, cool. That's good to hear. Good to hear. For me, I actually just came home after having Christmas dinner. Had the normal, turkey, ham, pork chops, which I thought was a very interesting addition. Mac
Yummy.
and cheese. Got a pretty big family, so it was really cool. Like it was really cool. Um, but yeah, once again, hopefully everybody's had a great Christmas. So yeah, we are going to watch Black Christmas live as it happens. In fact, I'm gonna do you guys a solid. Hopefully this shit doesn't kick me out. I'm going to drop the link because I can you still hear me?
Yeah, I still hear you.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. All right, because I'm going to be watching Black Christmas on YouTube because it's free on YouTube. Paul, you think you're watching it on Blu-ray? Is that correct?
Yeah, I got my Blu-ray one all set, ready to go.
All right, so I'm going to drop the link to Black Christmas in the chat here, so that way you guys can watch along with us. Okay. All right. All right, there you go. There is link right there in the chat room. So yeah, we're gonna sit back, relax, talk and discuss, Black Christmas, and also if there's any questions you guys want to ask in the comment section, go right on ahead. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to or donate to the official Cash App at PrimePod313. Again, PrimePod313, and or our official PayPal at Prime Podcast at Outlook.com, Prime Podcast at Outlook.com. So yeah, any donation will be greatly acceptable because this channel is demonetized. So any donation will be greatly appreciated. So yeah. All right, let me get this fired up here. But yeah, and also if you haven't checked out our review of Black Christmas, don't forget to check that out as well. And also don't forget to check out our discussion on Texas Chainsaw Massacre as well. And of course, the Primetime Podcast, SmackDown, Raw live commentaries, all the great content that over the show over the years. Yes, definitely something for everybody. But hopefully, you guys enjoy the review. Um, all right, I think we're all ready to go. Paul, are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right, so we're gonna go. All right, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, then press play. Okay.
Got it.
All right. So again, people in the chat, in case you want to watch it with us, one more time, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, then press play. All right. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, play. All right. Got it? Good. All right. Here we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, play.
Boom.
All right. Film funding in association with Vision presents.
Yep.
Showing the house. Black Christmas. All right. We're all synced up. All right. So yeah. First things first, I want to say, love the subtleness of this intro.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Olivia Hussey, Margot Kidder,
Marion Wildman.
Yes. Again, love the subtleness. It's just the Christmas carolers, just the house, very straight to the point.
John
How many
Saxon.
movies had this much? Late great John Saxon, rest in peace.
Yep.
I miss when movies used to have very subtle intros. You know what I mean? Just simple intros before everything became big and organic. Oh, big and extravagant. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean this right here was all subtleness, and it just gives off this like sense of nothing's gonna happen here, right? Yeah, right. It's going to happen. You just don't know when.
Produced and directed by Mr. Bob Clark. Again, rest in peace to him, who passed away due to a car accident with his son, unfortunately.
Yeah, that sucks what happened to them, man. Rest in peace to them. There's Claire.
Now here we go. Now right away, we're jumping right into it, where we see Claire.
Here's the point of view shot.
Right, now we're at the point of view shot. Now what I like about this is that it is one, I like how the camera is shot here, because I don't know if this was a creative decision to make it look like uneven, but from his point of view, you can already tell just by how uneven his point of view is that the guy is not all there. Like, you know that from jump.
Yeah. Like the way he's just creeping up right now. And
we see a silhouette.
Yep.
And there she is, Margot Kidder.
Legendary. Damn, that fucking POV.
All right, now right now I'm at 252. Is that where you at, Paul?
Yeah, 258.
256, 257, 259.
Yeah. He's climbing.
He's climbing. Okay, all right, we're good.
Yeah, I might be a second or two ahead, but I'm definitely sync.
Oh, by the way, how come I was the only one there wanting to?
And again, it's just and I just like the setting. Like, there's really no music. There's really no. I like how you hear the background of the other girls in the house. You know, we introduce the characters. It feels like a normal setting. Like, it feels like a. All right, we get the phone call. There she is.
Yep. Yeah, you know the part you were saying about no music in the films? To me, like, I find when you have a movie, any movie, not just horror, but any movie that doesn't have any music, to me, it kind of gives it a more raw, authentic feel, whereas the music kind of gives away what's coming. I like those kind of films where there's no music and you don't know when it's going to happen. I think that's one of the things I like about found footage films is that you don't have that. You don't know what's coming.
Agreed. And it gives you a sense of uneasiness too, because it's just a regular normal Christmas party, and you already, and the movie is telling you not to get creeped out yet, but we as the viewer, we're already unsettled because like who the fuck is this dude that just climbed in the house? We don't know who this guy is yet.
That's interesting how they did that shot with the camera view, and you can see his hands. Obviously, he had a camera strapped to his head or something. But they did a pretty good job of hiding that with the shadows, you know?
Mario Kidder with the stereotypical alcoholic verbiage. I'm not drunk. I only had a couple.
Only had a couple? Define a couple. But no, she was great in this film too, man. She put on a hell of a performance here.
And this is only a couple years before Spider-Man, not Spider-Man, Superman, right?
Yeah, I think Superman came out in, I think it was 1978. Let me just check that. Hang on.
We see Claire, aka Baghead, seeing her boyfriend for the very last time.
Yep. Yeah, 4 years after Black Christmas, Superman came out.
Wow.
It came out the same year Halloween did, but 2 months after Halloween.
Marika obviously distraught because she can't go home because her mother is with her boyfriend. Again, we don't know a lot, but we know just enough.
Yeah. The less you kind of get an idea of what's going on, but the less you go into details about it, the better. As long as you get it gets put out there what's going down, you don't need to know any more than that.
Don't need to know. Yes. All right, here it comes.
Here comes that fucking phone call.
The very first phone call.
For those who are watching this for the first time, folks, brace yourselves. Because it's about to get fucked.
Again, just imagine how scary this had to be.
I know, right? Can you imagine if you had a phone call like this?
All right, let's listen to this.
All right.
And then apparently, and you get the idea that he's called before because they're saying that it's that guy again. So he's called more than once.
Yeah.
Some pretty attractive woman here in the sorority house. I ain't gonna lie.
No argument from me.
Oh yes, the 70s. Everyone looked natural, had collarbones, didn't have makeup. Oh God.
We didn't have Kim Kardashians back then.
This is true. Very much true.
Whoa.
You pervert. Why don't you go over to Lamb of God and use a little of this?
And just imagine this, folks. Just imagine that this is 1974. Just imagine if you answer a phone call. You would think it's a creep, but it's
and that bit when she tells him to fuck off and he says like it's a switch, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you now.
Yeah, it's on a dime. Like it's just it's creepy.
Yeah, there he is going all crazy. Like you think, man, what the fuck is up with this guy? And then he just switches it like calmly, says, "Yeah, I'm gonna kill you." And you just be like, "Oh shit," you know what I mean?
So yeah, so like I said, you already get the impression that Billy's been in town for a minute. Like again, like the girl that got raped a couple weeks ago. Then we get the idea that Billy's been calling the house before. So he's been around for a couple weeks now at this point. So and we don't know. Did this guy just escape an insane asylum? Did this guy just snapped one night? It's like we don't know.
Yeah, you didn't. Those questions never needed to be answered. You just kept him very enigmatic and mystique, and that was one of the things that the 2006 remake kind of fucked up on. You knew a little bit more about him.
Too much.
Yeah.
And there's the alcoholic mother of the house.
Dude, she was a riot in this movie.
She is entertaining.
No doubt.
Poor Claire. Poor Claire.
Poor cat. As well.
Who would have thought? I mean, I'm pretty sure when she filmed this film, she probably had no idea how iconic her death was going to be.
I don't think anybody knew how much of an impact that one image that of her being dead was going to have that much of a cultural impact in films. Like,
no, I love this scene here. Like, I'm sorry to cut you, but I love this scene here because like you don't see him. You don't see him. Like you don't. Like he's there, but you don't see him. And then when she says like, "Who is that?" Like she clearly sees him, but we don't. Like that is.
She knows, but that's about it. You could just see his nose behind that cover, but you can't see his face perfectly at all.
And I love the suspense.
Yeah, I know, right? You can cut it with a knife. That slow, foreboding sense of dread.
Again, just that. Who is that? Like that's all. That's all you need.
Yep.
And then I just love the slow burn. And then you hear him go, ooh, and then there she goes.
And that's it.
Here
for her.
Comes.
Game over. Here. There, bang, done.
Got it. And here's the thing, and it's not graphic, it's not gory, it's subtle. It's very subtle. It's very subtle. And this is we're only 12 minutes in.
Yeah. We're literally like, we are 12 minutes in this, folks, and already somebody just got.
And you get the time to get to know the characters. Like you kind of get an idea that okay, Mark. You see his feet there.
I saw that. Yeah, that was Billy.
And you can tell he's carrying her.
Yeah, and how he's so fucking quiet, and it doesn't even make a noise. Like, how the fuck was he able to get that body up there with ease?
Once again, like we said, yeah, Michael. It's Michael Myers.
Yeah. Must be Michael Myers as a strange brother. Think about that.
It could be. Could be. I don't know. 1974. No, at this point, yeah, he'd still be in a sanitarium.
Yeah. He was, because you remember on Halloween, he was locked up for, I think it was 15 years. So
15 years.
Yeah, 65 to 78, if I'm precise, or was it 64?
63.
1960. Yeah, you go. 1963, locked up for 15 years. 1978, and then with that new one, 40 years. How he stayed patient for that long, God only knows.
I just love she'll just hide alcohol in anything, literally anything.
Booze like hidden in places you wouldn't even think, and they wouldn't even know it was there, even in the fucking book, and then we'll find out later.
God, God, she's so fucking beautiful, dog. I'm sorry, but
Dude, she's fucking A, man. She's hot. Uh-oh.
she's a good-looking woman, man. God damn.
Here we go again.
And wasn't this lady here? That answered the phone. Wasn't she in the remake?
Yes, I think she was in the remake of Black Christmas.
Wasn't she the mother of the house in the remake as well?
I think so. I will just check to confirm. What's her name again?
I forgot her name, but I know that she was a part of a sketch comedy show, and I know that she was on the remake, but I can't think of her name.
Hold on, I'll take a look. I think the character's name she was playing was Philly, right?
Philly, yep.
Andrea Louise Martin.
And yeah.
I'm looking right now. Dude, she's been in quite a lot of films. She's been in Wag the Dog, Hedwig Angry Itch, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, and its sequel. She's done pretty good for herself. And I'm just...
Hey.
Yes, she was in the Black Christmas remake. She was Barbara Miss McHenry.
Ah, yeah.
There you go. And interestingly enough, Black Christmas remake was directed by the guy who was one of the co-writers of Final Destination.
Whew. No comment.
Final Destination, man, it's been a minute since I saw those. Here we go again. She's checking around.
Yeah, she's looking around like, damn, where did I put it? Where did I put it? And
you find it in the shitter.
In the goddamn toilet. Like, yo, like that is just that's just wrong, man. Like that's just nasty, man.
Are you willing to drink that knowing it's been in that fucking shit with that bottle?
Oh God.
Nice, man.
It's not worth it.
What? Somebody needs to go up to him and say, hey, was it worth it?
Oh man.
No comment, folks. No comment.
No comment. No comment, bro. Just like I understand alcoholics really drinking, but woo! Out the toilet? Fuck.
Like fuck. Oh, there it is.
There it is. There's Claire, the backhead in the rocking chair, where she's gonna sit for the majority of the film.
Forever immortalize that one shot right there, man.
It's fucked up too because right here's the next day. We're at the church. All right, now, folks, we're 17 minutes, 15 seconds. We're at the church where Clark's father is waiting on Claire is waiting on Claire's father's waiting on Claire. And this is the next day. Oh shit, Billy's been up there for a whole fucking night. But
yeah, right.
And this took place in Toronto, Canada. This was filmed in Toronto, Canada. This is a Canadian film, and like I said in the review, this movie was successful in Canada, but in America, they just did not accept this movie yet. I guess they just weren't ready for this movie yet. So much so they had to change the movie to Silent Night, Evil Night. But yeah, it's garnered a cult following as the years went on.
And it's funny now. It's strange too because here we are, about 47 years later, and film historians has retroactively recognized this and regarded this as one of the greatest horror films ever made. It's up there with all the big ones.
Yeah, it took them 47 years, but hey, better late than never, I guess.
Hey, you know what's going to happen at some point. That's the thing about films, right? Films that people shit on in the beginning initially become cult classics. I mean, look at some of the films that we're talking about. I mean, Halloween was one of them. Friday the 13th, The Thing. People fucking shitted on The Thing when it first came out because it had the misfortune to come out at the same time E.T. did. But, you know, films that like I said, films like this and others that just got shitted on have now been regarded as instant classics. I mean, when you look at movies today, what films do people talk about more often? Black Christmas or Downton Abbey?
I love this. I agree. I agree. Oh, this is a funny poster
It's
with
like
the old lady.
middle finger.
Like I said, like the movie is a horror film, but it has legit funny moments though, like which I appreciate. Like when it needs to break from the tension, it can do that. But when it gets serious, it gets serious.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, like I said in the review, you can tell the father, yeah, he might be a little strict, and he has made some high expectations for his daughter, but you ought to feel sorry for the guy as the movie progresses.
Yeah, I know. It's
I mean,
tragic.
I don't understand why she has to color the photo. It's an art picture, like.
Yeah. And yeah, you know what? And it's like, you think about art, and sometimes it can evoke a lot of emotions. To quote Rob Zombie on his audio commentary from Devil's Rejects, art's not safe.
It's not safe.
Lady, please move your hand. I want to see the image. I didn't catch it. I blinked. Oh fuck it. Never mind.
Like I said, I enjoy the movie doesn't take itself completely serious, and I appreciate that. They're like we said, horror and comedy, it can work if executed right, and I thought they executed it just right here.
Yeah, this film has that perfect balance of humor to ease the tension, and then just when you feel at ease, bang! It fucking hits you with the horror.
Yeah.
And if you get a film that has that right balance, like this one did, then you're in for a wild trip. But when you have a film that sometimes do too much of the comedy, it'll fuck it up. I mean, this is off topic here. This is my problem I had with the recent Predator movie. Too much humor for its own good.
I love this. You little prick.
I know. I've called my cat that once a time. When
we've all been disrespectful to our pets once or twice in our lives.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Rufus, my kitty, 4 years ago.
That's funny. That is funny.
Like, he's like, "What'd you just call me?" Oh man. And she's like, "Yeah, fuck you, middle finger and all."
All right, now we get the shot of Claire's father, and we see Claire's dead body.
Again, I bet you when this film came out, I bet the audience was like, "Dude, he's up in the house you just left."
Yep. All right, this is where we get the little side. I mean, it's not a side story because it's not really a part of the story. It's just a layer to her character, and yeah, we get to Peter and Olivia Hussey, Jess, discussing that she's pregnant and she's gonna yank the little bastard.
Ballsy subject back then, though, dude. I mean,
I'm sorry, but yeah, it's a very ballsy move. But I think it's just to show that these are not, these are real people. Like these aren't, like I said, these aren't bimbos in a sorority house. They're young adults with real life issues, and this is a real life issue. Whether you agree with it or not, it's something that women Jess's age go through.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes when you got people that are thinking about doing that, there could be there could be a few reasons why they're doing it. Maybe it's because they don't want to be acknowledged, they don't want to be reminded of the person that they left, or a bit of a controversial subject here, where let's say some woman got sexually assaulted and
Mm-hmm.
because of that, and maybe that's the reason why they want to do that abortion, because they don't want that fucking shit and that stigma in their life. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot
This
of
is
reasons.
true. This is true.
Yeah. So
I just say, just put it for adoption, but that's just me. Look, listen, Marika don't give a fuck. Like she's getting drunk, like she's giving a child a sip of the champagne, like she doesn't care, bro. It's hilarious.
Yeah, right. I mean, back then it was like, hey, kid, you can do whatever you wanted back in those days. I mean, you're not going to get fucking shut down for just giving a kid a little bit of a drink. I mean, it's Christmas once a year, isn't it?
Oh, yes, yeah, yes. Back in the day, like adults just let kids do some wild shit, bro. Like,
I mean, fuck. I mean, when I was a kid back then, I mean, I remember one time having a quick sip of whatever we had during the Christmas party when I was a kid. So.
mm-hmm. So here's the second phone call.
Yep.
I'm sorry, you have the wrong number.
And she gives a great performance every time she's on the phone.
Yeah. Oh, how that guy does those multiple different voices on the phone, dude.
So like I said, yeah. So like I said, like you keep saying, Billy, like Billy, stop stupid Billy, all that stuff. So clearly, like I said, he has multiple personality issues.
It's like I said in the review, James. Is like this dude is so fucking tortured by the traumatic shit that he's gone through. It's like he's reenacting it through the phone calls, but when he's killing people, it's almost like he's, I don't know, kind of getting back at the person who did that shit to him by murdering people, even though they have no relations to him.
Yeah, you get that idea. You get that idea for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not condoning what this fucker does because he's a killer, but you can tell this dude is tortured.
All right, we are at 20. I'm at 2646. They're at the police station.
Yep. He's trying to find out where his daughter's at. Here she is again. Will she find another bottle of booze? We will find out.
And also too, you know what's funny, because like with those phone calls, like I could say that my generation, that was born in '93 and all that stuff.
Yeah,
I say we were the lucky ones, because we were the one. Like, we could say that we were like that generation that were around for the last bit of technology. And we were here to see the evolution of what technology is now. Like we were there, we were there right in the middle of like how things used to be in the previous generation and how things are now. Like I remember back in the day where it was a big deal to have fucking caller ID.
Yeah.
Like it was if you had caller ID, that was a big deal back then.
I know, right? And that's what you're saying. You were born in '93. I was born in '83. Like 10 years before, I saw a lot of changes growing up. I saw how movies were doing stuff that was never done before. I grew up literally during the golden age of slasher films. I grew up during the age of when all these legendary bands that you hear about today, bands like Slayer and Metallica and Megadeth, and they were just starting. I saw them literally through the years growing up. You know what I'm saying? So and I got to see the advances in technology, like you were pointing out. So I saw some of the early day stuff, and then through the '90s, I saw a lot of that progressional changes in technology all the way until where we're at now. So during the '80s, it was like when it comes to horror, when it comes to entertainment and everything like that, and how life was back then, dude, I pretty much grew up living it.
Man, you're lucky. You're lucky, and I'm so envious. I mean, of your guys' generation, Paul, because like you said, you're born in '83. Like people that was born in the '70s or '80s, like particularly in the '70s,
Yeah.
like so much good shit happened in the '80s and '90s, bro. Like I like even in this situation, like, can you imagine seeing Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and a couple months later you get to see this? Like, imagine seeing these two movies for the first time, or hell, imagine seeing fucking E.T. or Terminator or Halloween for the first time. Like, I am so envious of that whole generation.
Man, wouldn't I give to be old enough to go back in time, to be grown up enough to watch it in the cinemas back then? That's the only regret I had growing up, is that even though I was born in the 80s and I did get to see these films when they came on video in my parents' video nights when I used to sneak down and shit. But man, I wish I was there to see these films in the cinema when they happened. I would have loved to have been in the audience and just seen how people were watching them for the first time, you know?
All right, now we see Peter clearly he's very stressed out. You should not be he's sweating so hard, man. He can't like he's clearly stressed out. Like he's sleep deprived. He
bullets, you can tell it.
He's clearly unhinged, and now this news that Jess wants to abort his baby, like it was not. He was set up for failure. It was not going to happen.
Yeah, you can just tell he was defeated right there when he finished playing.
Yeah, he's sweating like
I said, sweating bullets.
I was gonna make a fucked up joke, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Maybe next time.
Okay, all right. There he is, John Saxon.
Legendary, and how ironic! This is a guy that a few years before this, he was with Bruce Lee in Enter the Dragon. And then 10 years after this, Nightmare on Elm Street.
And he's always playing a cop.
He was in another horror movie as well that I've saw that I got somewhere. I think it was called Cannibal Apocalypse. That was an interesting one too.
Was he a cop?
I think he was. Let me just.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Exactly.
Let me just check. Hold on. I gotta make sure I got the name of this right. Hang on. I'll just click on John Saxon. What am I doing? I don't have to just put it in the search tab. I can just click his name. I'll be under a different name in the US, but hold on. Cannibal Apocalypse, yeah, 1980. Norman Hopper was his character. He played a Vietnam vet. Basically, what happened is he's one of these group of Vietnam vet guys who came out of Vietnam, and these soldiers have this madness which turns them into cannibalism.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was directed by an Italian dude, so it's a US movie, but it's definitely got that Italian horror vibe to it. You know, something like Nightmare City or Demons, or things like that, or The Beyond and Zombie Flesh Eaters. You're talking
yeah.
It's very hard to get though.
All right, we see Margot Kidder drunk at the dinner.
Yeah, she is completely shit-faced, you can tell.
It's fairly early in the night too, so
I know, right? Late at night, okay, cool, but early on during Christmas dinner is like bad timing.
But like this is actually a pretty good performance because she adds some depth to her character when she clearly feels like it's her fault. Why Claire is missing.
Yeah, agreed. She put on a performance here, man.
And she's not really in the movie that much. Like after this scene, we don't really see her again. until her death scene.
Yeah, it's like I said, sometimes it's not always the main character that gets like the memorable roles in films, even though they are the lead. Sometimes it's the characters further down the chain that get the better performances. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of them examples here. But everybody did a kick-ass job in this movie. But when it comes to her, it's like she had something here, and I reckon the people who casted her for that Superman must have saw what she did here or some other film afterwards. Because she was really going for it in this role, man.
Yeah, she's lashing out. She's a good-looking woman. I gotta admit.
Yeah. They just guilt tripped her right there.
Yep, straight up guilt trip.
Mm-hmm. They didn't flat out say it, but you could tell it in their body language with the way they were looking at her, and she picked up on it. Oh, here we go.
And this is where, and this is basically the start how you feel that, okay, the killer could be Peter.
I mean,
he snapped at this point.
And think about this too: when you get to see Billy, look at Pete, and then look at Billy. Dead ringers or doppelgangers? Which is it?
Yeah, he's destroying the piano. Because
we didn't have that piano.
Yeah, hope we don't have to pay for that. I don't know how shit like that worked in the 70s, but I'm like, man, hope we don't have to pay for that.
Yeah, because that's one of them fine ass grand pianos. And they're very fucking expensive, dude. I think they're about 30 to 50 grand, maybe more, depending on what it is.
What's back in the 70s? I mean that
is some serious money right there. I mean, in this day and age, that kind of money is like pocket change for a lot of the wealthy. But back then, who had that back then?
I think around this time was when, I think microwave ovens like just became a thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was too. I mean, yeah, microwaves were just invented in the they just started to come around in the 70s. Yeah. It was like that turn of the century. Let's do something innovative back then. You know, like with the 70s, like you said, microwaves was one of those things. In the 80s, we had CDs.
Mm-hmm.
It was all innovative. This was all like innovative stuff that people were trying for the first time. And you could say the same for the movies that came out during that time, this being one of them.
Yeah, you could definitely tell that this was filmed in the dead of winter in Toronto. I believe they filmed this scene, we are 37 minutes, 45 seconds in. They're in the park doing a search party. I think they filmed this. I think they filmed this around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it says it was about earlier hours in the morning, so this is like very late in.
And I think this particular scene, I think, was John Saxon's first scene he's filmed for this movie.
Yeah, it was his first day of filming.
All right, now we see this mysterious figure, and we don't know who this is. Like,
he's wearing Pete's jacket.
All right, now we get.
Here we go again.
Like, she just finds the shit. Just yo. Oh, one of the creepier moments with the cat.
Yeah, that cat's like wondering, "Hey, what's up with you?"
All right, now Billy's about to kill the house mother.
It's one of my top 2 kills here in this movie.
And again, it's subtle.
I know.
Like it's a brutal death, but they handle it in a very classy way.
Yeah. You saw just about enough to know what that bad shit's about to happen. Or just did happen, you know?
Somebody asked me, Paul, if it was between this and Halloween, if there was one movie I would choose to not watch ever again, what would it be between these two films?
Jesus, that's a tough one.
For me, I mean, I have to think on this, Paul, and then people would be like, "Oh, Jay, you have to think about it." Well, because I've seen Halloween 1978 so much, like I know that movie backwards. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But to not watch it anymore, I don't know, man. I gotta watch every Halloween.
I don't think I could ever honestly answer that because I'm someone who I might not watch it for a couple of years, but eventually I'm gonna come back to it. Oh, here we go, the fucking meat hook.
Yes. There's Billy holding onto the meat hook. We only see his hands.
Lady, don't turn around. Cat's fine, you ain't.
Gotta brush your teeth, Jesus. And here it comes. She sees Claire. She turns around.
Game over.
And ball game.
Ooh.
Yeah, but it just shoots her up there.
Makes you wonder how strong this dude is.
And then you just hear like a sudden smack. And I think this guy here plays a cab driver. I think he's a co-writer of the movie or a producer somewhat.
I think he was. Hold on, let me see what he did. Cab driver. Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, he was definitely. I think he was the writer, A. Roy Moore.
And this is one of the more disturbing scenes in the movie where it really is just random freak out.
Yeah, like what the fuck was this about?
Like this is one of those moments where you could tell that okay, this guy's not there.
Wait for it.
You see Claire. It's a very disturbing scene.
It's like, does he feel bad for doing the shit he did, or is he just pissed off? What the fuck, man? He hates what he is?
And that's what makes Billy interesting. Like we don't know his reasoning. Like why did he just flip like that? Like oh god, you can still tell. You can tell it's cold out there, but you can see their breath when they speak, and oh god,
I'd be freezing my ass off if I was on that set. Reminds me of that one time when we were doing it was filming World War Z. I was one of the extras. We were at sea. It was like September, but being out in the sea area, man, we were fucking freezing because we had to do the filming about 8 a.m. Oh, that's a nice shot. Hook right for the face. But yeah, being cold on the set is never fun.
Was Brad Pitt an asshole?
No, there was this one time because I had a bad case of seasickness, and some person was like, "Hey, you all right?" I said, "No, I'm not, man. The seasickness is kicking my ass." It was like Brad Pitt checking if I was all right.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. We were just it was at the end of the filming shoot, and we were just talking. I just said, "Hey, man, how's it going?" Shook my hand and just said that. I had a good time being on this film set. I mean, I may have been an extra, but dude, it was a blast. Unfortunately, though, the scene that we did, it never made the final cut of the movie. That final act of the movie where you see the laboratory, that was the alternative ending scene. The original ending scene was we were all on this like Russian whaler ship heading to Moscow to bring the fight to the zombies, just like on the book. But the studio didn't want to do it because it was too dark, and they put 200 million to it, and they wanted it a PG-13.
And we're at phone call number 3, and it doesn't even seem like that Billy is talking to Jess in particular. He's just reenacting, like Paul said, everything that happened. I don't think he realized he's talking to Jess.
No, he was
again her performance is great.
Yeah, and like I said, the guy that like I said, it's a film director doing that voice.
Stupid Billy, like clearly very schizophrenic, multiple personalities. Like he's clearly very mentally disturbed.
This guy's out.
And you get an idea as the movie progresses, he keeps getting more and more aggressive and violent with his phone calls.
Yeah, like this dude.
You see his silhouette once again.
I saw it. A lot of unanswered questions about this guy in this movie,
and we don't. And like we said, like you never.
Shadow on the stairs.
There's Shadow on the Stairs, which we are assuming is Billy, but I think it turns out to be Peter.
But that's
which again adds another layer to the misdirection, because we just saw Billy's shadow upstairs. Now he's coming from upstairs, like.
So it makes you wonder: was it the same guy, or is it an identical twin? Like, what the fuck? This film just put my teeth back in. This film will get you speculate until you blue in the face, and you probably will never get the answer.
This nigga is 38 years old playing a 21-year-old college student. Come on, man. Fuck out of here. And I think he did like 2000 Space Odyssey before this, directed by the late great Stanley Kubrick.
I think he was. Let me just do a check on that. Come on, where is it? Here we go. Keira Dula. He's 85 right now, by the way.
God damn! So he was old as shit when he did this movie.
Count back 47 years. He was fucking in his late 30s, early 40s. I think he was my age, because I'm 38. He must have been my age when he did this. But yeah, he was in 2001 Space Odyssey. He was even in the sequel, 2010, which I never saw, but I've seen the original. But yeah, this guy's had a pretty storied career here with some of the films he's been in. His last movie was 2019, Valley of the Gods, whatever that is.
And now we see the father getting more and more concerned. They just discovered the body of the little girl who was mutilated. Like I said, you get the idea that. Once again, I gotta say it one more time, Olivia Hussey looking very beautiful in this shot. Now we get to see. This is the scene when he's practically begging Jess not to give up the baby,
but she's very adamant. She's
very adamant, and she says, and she's, I don't know if I even want to be with you. It's like it's just adding layers to her character, like that. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Well, that once again, further stereotype that that in these horror films they pick somebody who's in their late 20s, early 30s to play high school teenagers. Well,
That's how it was done back then. Nowadays, we can actually get people that's young enough to play that character.
That's actually young enough, yeah.
But back then, no one knew how to do films like this back then. This was the first of its kind, just like TCM.
I think, I don't know. I think, PJ Souls, Linda Halloween, was she like 25 or something when she did Halloween?
Pretty sure she was.
I know Danielle Harris was at least 30, I believe, when she did the Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, Danielle Harris. She was in her 30s. I'm gonna see how some of these actors in Halloween is now. We know
because again, there she is. I don't know if I want to marry you. Okay, Peter might go at the wrong way, but I completely understand his frustration.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yo, man, look, man, I like you. I want to be with you. You know, like you're the mother of my child. And then she says, "Well, you gonna kill my baby, and you don't even like me like that?" Then, I can understand Peter being like, "You selfish bitch."
All right. Fucking hell. PJ Souls is 71 right now.
She's 71?
Yeah. She is 71 as of now. She had a voice cameo in the previous Halloween movie.
She did.
Yep. Her next movie after that is some horror film called Candy Corn.
I saw Candy Corn.
Any good?
It's a gore fest, but I like the story.
All right. Yeah, you know how I am, man. Gory movies, bring it on.
Yes, the fellatio scene when they're laughing at the guy's laugh kills me.
Yeah. And Stocks is like, really, dude?
Oh, I get it. It's something dirty, isn't it?
All right, I'm going to check on Danielle Harris. Let's see where she's at. Oh, wow, she's 44.
Yes, she is 44.
And still looks bloody good.
Yes, she does. I hate her husband.
Wow, yeah. She's in the Hatchet movies too.
And but yeah, and I think I want to say Freddie Prinze Jr. when he did, I know what he did last summer, was like in his late 20s, I want to say.
Yeah, I think he was. I mean, yeah, I know what he did last summer. Those films I actually got the trilogy box set. That one was cool. I liked part 2. I think part 2 was a little bit better, in my opinion. Oh, wow.
I get it. Like I get why Peter's pissed. I understand.
Yeah. We are talking about funny moments, and that just took a turn right there when he said that, you know?
Like you can see in Peter's eyes that, especially how he's shot there, where half his face is lit up, half face is in darkness. Like it's a shot of his eye, which we're going to see later in the film. Like you get the idea that this guy is like, if you're born to make, you're gonna be very sorry. Like,
yeah, his eye is exactly the same. That's the freaky thing about this. We'll get to that when that bit comes. That eye, like you said, dude.
Like again, I'm just, but again, I'm kind of like, well, Jess, if you did not want the baby, why did you let me go skeet in you? And then why? Okay, fine, but don't get me started.
You just chalk it up as young and stupid, isn't it? Back then, people make stupid choices back then. Unfortunately,
this is very true. This is very true. Like,
we've all done it, you know.
I ain't done shit. I ain't got no kid.
I've done stuff that's like, I remember thinking to myself, But one time I accidentally blew myself up with a fireworks, so you could chalk that up as stupid.
Oh, that's stupid. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I mean, I'll tell
you the story. Basically, like we had 3 large rockets. It was as big as 2-liter bottles, and they didn't go off. So we opened up. We decided, let's do a genie. I said, what's that? Oh, we just poured a gunpowder in a barrel, light a match, and just drop it in there. We were like, okay, cool, I'll do it then. So we're lighting it. We poured a gunpowder in. I light the match. It went out. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to drop one directly in it and move away fast enough. Next thing you know, the whole fucking lot blows up in my face. Just, my eyebrows were gone. My eyelashes were gone. My beard was singed. And I basically had a very bad case of the red eyes. I looked like someone that had 28 days later for a couple of days. But
Woo! That sounds painful.
My facial features are still here. I can still see perfectly. And like I said, 3 large rockets gunpowder blowing up in my face at the same time.
You was lucky.
I know, right?
You was very lucky because it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. I guarantee you right now, Luke, my mom's watching this. She remembers that story because I remember she went ape shit when she saw that happen.
Understandably so.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just some crazy stuff that would happen back in the day, guys.
But yeah, so right now we got John Saxon and his partner at the house doing some investigating. He's already thinking about, maybe Peter is already the suspect, how he just stormed out the house.
Yeah, the red flag coming out there at that point.
Yeah, we're 55. This movie is flying by, man. God damn.
Yeah. There you go. Tapping phones the old-fashioned way before we had internet and fucking computers.
You actually had to put some work in to tapping the phones.
Yeah, you had to take these phones apart and wire. And think about this too. Bloody phones back in the day, you had to use those turn dial things. You fuck up, you have to put the phone down and do it again.
Oh, boy, I fucking hated those phones so bad, bro. The rotary phones.
Yeah.
Every time I think of those phones, I think of Chris Rock on Lethal Weapon 4. Like, the 4, the 5. Oh, I messed up. Hang up, I gotta do it all over again. The 4, the 5.
I feel his pain, man. I feel his pain.
Oh, yeah, I used to hate that shit, man.
Oh, you weren't the only one. I remember one time I was trying to call about something. This was back in the 90s. I lost out in a competition. I sent the phone flying after that. I was like, fuck you. And Mom was like, the phone! I'm like, we need a new one anyway. Well, I came close to winning the competition, man, but that's what happened.
And here's the thing, and I'm not gonna lie, because again, like, they think it's just a prank call, bro.
Yeah.
Were you? Because I did it. Like, you took this, and I love how you see Peter is still wandering around the house. Again, gives you that suspicion. Like, is it him?
Like I said, man, they both look alike. And again, we can't confirm or deny it.
I'm not gonna lie, Paul. I was one of those guys, bro, that like Friday night, me and my buddies, I would hang out with my buddies. We'd get the phone book, and then we just prank call random people, bro. It was the best time ever.
Hey, man. Fun times when we were young, man.
Oh yes, prank calling, bro. It used to be so much fun, especially if you get them on the phone like long enough for them to buy into it, bro.
Yeah, yeah, it was some of those times where we had some crazy prank phone calls, and we pranked on a couple of people from back in the day, and then we just got a laugh out of it, and then that Beavis and Butthead episode comes along, and we were just like, yeah, I'm gonna skip that for now.
Yep, and like I said, and caller ID fucked up everything.
Yep. That's what
fucked up the game, bro.
Yeah. And all of a sudden it's like you imagine it, somebody doesn't realize they got a phone ID, you're trying to pull that prank, and it's like, I know it's you, little fucker. You better hang up the phone right now. I'm gonna come over and kick your ass.
Yep. But it's crazy because I was driving today, and I saw a payphone. And I'm like, who the fuck still use payphones?
You'd be surprised, dude. Some people do.
Fuck that, dude. I ain't using no PayPal in 2021.
No, I haven't used a phone box in years, but I know we've got some where I'm at. You got to put a pound coin in now just to get a 5-minute call.
Oh yeah, back in the day, yeah, you had to put like a quarter in.
Yeah. Now we got smartphones, so we don't need to worry about that.
But I can't remember the last time I actually had like an actual conversation, like a lengthy conversation on the phone. I can remember the last time, like a meaningful conversation. All right, now we're back in the attic. Okay, we see Billy rocking Claire in the chair
with the doll,
with the dolls talking to it like he's been playing with it, talking to it. God knows what else he's been doing with it.
I'm surprised that body hasn't started rotting yet.
And now Jess is just waiting on the phone call so they can start to tap. Like I said, like if Jess was in a Starbucks or coffee shop or in a restaurant, I'd be like, hey, what's your name? Now, Margot Kidder's character, that's a different story.
Oh, no doubt me and her would have a good time at the bar.
Oh, see, there you go. There you go. Okay, you go for her. I go for Jess. I just try not to get her pregnant.
Yeah, good point.
Because she will. Because never mind.
That's another topic for another day, people. But you know where we're going. Oh,
all right, now we see Billy going into Mark Kidder's room.
There's some really nice ornaments. Shame one of them's about to be used as a weapon.
And it is beautifully shot too. There's a lot of great cinematography here.
Yeah. And you could tell, like, when you watch Halloween, the inspiration's there.
I can see Barb having an asthma attack.
Oh, they suck. We got a friend who deals with that.
I'm so glad I don't have to. That shit looks like a pain in the ass.
No, dude, it's not fun. Imagine if you run out.
Yeah, I would not be able to wrestle if I had asthma. Well,
I think I had it a little bit when I was a kid. I don't have it now, but back then I did have a minor case of it. You dreamed it?
Was that him? Was he there? There he is. He's watching him. Again, like you could see the inspiration Carpenter had for this film.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's clear as day. Like he studied this film.
Everything influence-wise is here. It could be traced back to this film and the other.
And I love this death scene because there's no music. It's just the women, the children
Carol
singing Carol sings. Which even how they sing, it's kind of eerie.
Yeah, like not all of them are smiling.
Yeah, there's something kind of unsettling of a God damn. She got a great, pretty smile, but
she still does.
Now, like there's something unsettling with them singing the Christmas song. I don't know what it is, but there's something unsettling. Now we see Billy, the point of view shot going back into Barb's room.
Yeah, I guess.
And people criticize. I've seen people criticize this scene. Well, how come she doesn't hear Barb getting stabbed? Because she's outside listening to the children sing, so it would make sense.
Yeah, she's not gonna know what's going on.
she can't hear that.
Yeah, you ain't gonna have like supersonic hearing like fucking Daredevil, are you?
This is what I fucking hate about like movie critics nowadays. But like everything has to have a deep meaning. Everything has to be broken down. No, shut the fuck up. Watch the movie for what it is.
Oh,
All right, here
please,
we go.
critics, man. I got a lot to say when it comes to the Matrix.
Now we see Billy's silhouette
Mm-hmm.
grabbing the unicorn.
And we got to
Let's
put.
let's just listen to this. Let's just listen to this.
Yeah.
It's me, Billy. It's all right, Agnes. It's gonna be all right.
It's gonna be fine. It's creepy as fuck, dude. And that there. That's the closest you're gonna get to see what he looks like.
Closest we ever get.
And when you look at it, it looks like Pete.
And then she wakes up, and it's too late.
Stabbing the shit out of her with that unicorn.
And it's done in a very classy way. Like you see hardly any blood. Kind of reminiscent to how Michael kills Judith.
Yep.
And in the first Halloween, when we see her bloody hand.
And that's
it's done, and that's it. And that's it. And that's all you need sometimes.
Yeah, but
that's all you need.
But nowadays, when you see horror movies, and I'm not complaining because I don't mind seeing these in horror films, but most horror movies now, you got to go for that gore shot. Otherwise, people's like, fuck it, I don't care.
Well, yeah, I mean, which I understand. I completely understand, but you just got to.
Sometimes it's less is more.
Less is more.
Work on films, but for this film, it does. For its time, it does.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's why you can't watch. You can't show Halloween to somebody who's like, 16, 17 years old. They think the movie's fucking boring, But like,
dude, that's
like,
blasphemy just saying that about Halloween.
Well, you'd be surprised, bro. Like a lot of kids, like after me, they think, okay, is this Billy again? Oh, this is Peter, isn't it?
I don't know. Sounds like that crazy fucker on the phone again.
No, I think this is Peter. Oh, that's Billy. See, notice how Billy's getting more and more violent, more and more aggressive each phone call.
Yeah, it's just getting a lot more darker now.
It's getting a lot more dark.
Like I said, he's telling his story in those phone calls.
I would hate to have that job, Paul.
What, trying to find out that, yeah, back then?
Yeah, so I've been like, dude, that's some bullshit, man.
Nowadays, you can just do it with a click of a mouse, but back then, it was like, you had to fucking physically find that line.
Like I used to not understand when my parents would tell me this, but now I get it. Like they tell me, you have no idea how good you guys have it.
Yeah, I know, right? Think about it, man. With everything that we got nowadays, it's like technology. We never had that shit back then, especially during my time. The shit that we got now, we never had that back then.
I know Peter now Billy's like looking down at Jess. John Saxon telling Jess they'll keep him on the line long enough, because they still can't get a trace.
Yeah. How many seconds do they need to keep on the trace? Is it 30 or 60 seconds?
I think it was 60 seconds.
About a minute then. I can only imagine what happened there. There's a bit of bloodstains on that guy's boxers, man. Oh, he shot him in the ass.
See? You see what I mean? Like, there's some funny moments.
Yeah.
Stop shoving up your ass sideways.
That's going to hurt. Dude, that POV shot is so Resident Evil like.
It is.
Yeah, it's so fucking Resident Evil right now. I love
And
it.
notice, it's just them two. They like they've all. I mean, the majority of the women that we saw, they've gone home, but
Yep. And then there were two.
and then we're gonna see it here shortly. Just Phil just gets it, just out the blue, just smoothly too.
Yeah. Blink and you miss it, basically.
At some point, Billy kills a cop that's waiting outside.
Yep.
No, I think this is when Peter calls.
I think it is.
And if you listen to Peter, he sounds very much like Billy.
Yeah, listen. You hear that?
Yeah. They sound similar. You hear the similarities.
I know. And it's funny because I just did a brightened screen version of that image on that poster. Somebody had a brightened image. And I'm not going to say, but let's just say, look it up. You'll be shocked.
Okay. Now, I wouldn't call it cry, but I man, I don't know what I would do in that situation, bro. I honestly, if I was Peter,
Dude, I know for a fact I would be pretty damn upset about it.
I'd be furious.
I know, right? I mean, dude, I'd have a whole heap of emotions going through me, you know?
Now watch what happens here. Like you see, very Halloween 2 like when you'll see Billy silhouette in the background watching them. It's very, once again, like you can fucking tell John Carpenter studied this film.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's funny because when I watched this the first time, I never spotted it. I thought it was something going on, and then I realized.
See right there, see it?
I see it now. Creepy bastard.
Like Halloween 2 or Halloween 4, when they're talking, you just see a shadow in the background. It's like I'm telling you, man, it's like you think that Billy Lenz might be Michael Myers' estranged brother.
It has to be, man, because they're when it comes to sneaking around quiet as a fucking ninja, they're so alike.
They move in similar ways.
Yeah.
You see, you see it. You see it. He's right there.
He is literally in fucking arm's reach. And that's the fucking creepy shit about this, right? He's right there. They don't know it. But we can see it. And we're kind of like thinking to ourselves, turn the fuck around.
Man, Bob Clark knew exactly what he was doing with this. This is fucking great.
Yeah, right. This guy just put it out there with this one.
And notice the difference in between Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Black Chris, where Texas Chainsaw Massacre is just very boom, in your face. It's a slow burn, but it's very in your face, dirty, grimy, gritty,
It was
filthy,
very visceral. It was very visceral, man.
very visceral. Like you just want to take a shower after you watch it. And here it's subtle. It's a slow burn. It's not visceral, but it's like you just feel the impending doom.
Yeah, it's like this ominous sense of dread you ain't getting rid of.
Ah, shit.
Fuck, that was creepy. That was random too. Just having that face just pop up like that.
All right, where are you at? Where are you at, Paul? My shit just paused on me.
Oh, I'm at the bit with the hunters.
God damn it.
Yeah, I'll pause it for you. We're
Yeah.
Hour and 14 minutes, 34 seconds. That's where I paused it.
Hour, 14 minutes, 34 seconds. For those that's watching it with us, pause it at hour, 14 minutes, 34 seconds.
All right.
You're talking about with the hunters, right?
Yeah, they're just about to open the door.
Hour and 34 minutes and 14 seconds?
Yeah, 1 hour, 14 minutes, 34
Oh, 14 minutes. I'm about to say, like, that's the movie.
Yeah, sorry about that. Hour and 14 minutes, 34 seconds. That's where I paused it.
All right.
So we got about 20-something minutes left.
God, like, this movie's just flying by.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. All right. We're there. All right. So once again, 1, 2, 3, play. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, play. All right. She's opening the door. We see the hunters. Again, a slight pause in tension there. We just had the moment where Billy was right in arm's reach. Now we get a little comic relief with the hunters.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This film maintains that balance. She could sure use that shotgun right about now. Trust me, after seeing a movie like this, if I was one of those people that was that scared, I'll be sleeping with that fucking shotgun.
and what I like but like you said though, like we sleep with the shotgun. Like I said, just imagine being home and someone's in your home and you don't even have a clue.
That's the scariest part, man. I brought that out in the review we did.
All right, now John Sax's character, he's fully convinced right now that it's Peter.
Yep. Like I said, Pete checked all the boxes and
God, that's so creepy. I forgot all about that the door closed.
Yeah. And right by the attic too.
And just like that, Phil's about to be gone.
Yeah, blink you miss it.
Like we just had that funny moment with the hunters, and boom, just like that, boom, done.
And that was it. That's all she wrote.
Now it's just Jess. And Jess doesn't realize what's going on upstairs.
No. And then there were one.
Now we see John Saxon finding the destroyed piano. Again, more confirming that his belief that it's Peter.
I mean, at this point, who the fuck are we?
All signs point to it.
Yeah. At this point, pretty much all of us is convinced.
Even probably the viewer themselves.
Yeah.
I love how he showed the shots of where Billy's previously has been, a la like the end of Halloween.
Yeah. This is out of all the phone calls.
This is the most scariest. This is the most violent.
Yeah. I'm gonna cut off a minute so you can hear it.
yeah, like clearly, like he's completely just he's lost it at this point. He's mentioning Agnes. He's mentioning her, and we don't necessarily know who Agnes is. Hell, we don't even know if this guy's name really is Billy. He's just calling himself that. Like that's the creepy thing about it. Like we don't know if he's. It's just we don't know what he's doing. But like Paul said, he's clearly reenacting moments in his life where he kill Agnes or like it's very unsettling, and it's at the point now where you're like, all right, this guy he's gone, like he's completely fucking lost it.
This fucker shouldn't live after the shit he's done.
So uncomfortable.
Dude, I need a drink. About to down one right now. That's giving me made my fucking flesh crawl. Yeah. Fuck that.
And this is the first inclination. This is the first we actually see Billy actually make the phone call. Yeah, we get the realization that it's inside the house.
Yeah. Watch the look of terror in his face.
And the subtle noise, like the noise it makes there, like it doesn't make like a dun dun dun, and it's just a subtle noise.
See the look of urgency in his face right there?
Yep, and the one cop who's outside is dead.
Ear to ear, dude.
Be calm.
Be calm. What does he fucking do?
He flips out the first chance he gets.
Yeah. It's like, we'll get to there in a minute, but you know how it goes, man.
He says, if you fuck this up, I'll kill you.
Yeah, he's like, don't worry, I won't tell her. And then what does he do? He's at the fucking house. Get out of there, lady. And I'm just like, you fucking idiot.
Miss Bradford, get out of the house.
Yeah. You had one fucking job, dude.
He tried to be calm. But
how did he get this job? Jeez.
He can't do it. He can't take it. He can't take it no more.
No, he's done.
And you said how Olivia Hussey just turns pale white at that realization.
Yeah, look, she's got a lump in her throat right now. That it's starting to sink in.
And I love that shot of it was just the lone light, it's just upstairs.
Yeah.
So all this time, she's realized that all this time he was inside the house.
Yeah. And none of them knew it until now.
And this is a great performance here, where she's just pleading to hear her friends.
Dude, that uneasy feeling's starting to hit again.
And then you hear, and then like I said, you see the shots where Billy's previously has been all throughout the film. And I said last week, Halloween, the curse of Michael Myers, when fucking Kara grabbed the fire poker. I was like, even one of the more shittiest Halloween films copied from Black Christmas.
A lot of movies have been taking these references, man. I think even Friday the 13th did it at one point.
And once again, like the first film, going up the stairs, for that confrontation. And now we're seeing in her point of view.
Yep. The POV
This
shot.
this is definitely one of the best endings to a horror film ever, in my opinion.
Oh, you ain't kidding about that.
And people are like, "Oh, why did she go upstairs? Why did she just leave?" Because clearly she's a good fucking person. She doesn't want to leave her friends.
Yeah, really.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, the bodies are posed.
Fuck, here we go.
And I love her reaction. She doesn't scream. She doesn't freak out. And here it comes, the iconic scene. Woo!
Look at that fucking eye. Looks red. You see that eye color, dude? Oh shit, here we go.
He's lost it.
Fuck.
And it stops.
As sudden as that.
Just on a dime. It just stops. Oh, that is so good.
That's fucking terrifying, bro.
Cause like this guy is like very intense. Like he's trying, like it feels like he's desperately trying to get inside, and he just stops. That is just that is crazy. It's still crazy.
To this day, man, it just you see that, he's like, man, you really feel for this person right now.
Now Jess is in the basement. And this is where the uncertainty really kicks in, because what's about to happen here, it like you completely understand why Jess does what she does.
Can you blame her if you were in that situation? What would you do?
I'm killing everyone in sight.
Put it this way, I'm fucking swinging that baseball bat, and I'm going fucking Negan on someone.
Okay, here she hears somebody. And now we're like, is that the killer? Now we see this figure just circling around the house. All right, we see that. All right, we realize it's Peter.
But at this point, we're all thinking it's him.
We think at this point we're thinking Peter's the killer.
Look at his hair. Look at his face. Look at his body stature.
Now I do think because I don't know did Peter's eye color match Billy's?
Hold on, let me take a look.
Because in that scene when she's screaming when he talks to Jess, like you see, and look how he's shot. Look how he's shot. We see just his eyes, like it's making him seem more ominous, and he's in shadow.
Dude, I'm looking at Billy's eye color to Pete's. It's pretty much the same.
He's in shadow. Notice he's walking closer to the camera, looking more ominous.
Look at the eye. Look at the eye color. Because Billy's eye had a bit of blue inside that red. See it?
I see it.
It must be someone who's just physically fucking identical to him. How else can I fucking explain it?
Right, he's walking closer to Jess. And she got him.
Yeah, at this point, she's like, fuck you, you're the killer. And now she's mentally fucked herself by doing what she did.
And by the way, Olivia Hussey had one of the best. When she got her hair pulled right there, earlier, she doesn't get enough credit for her scream. Like people who have to scream in horror films don't get enough credit. The amount of energy you have to muster up to scream on a consistent basis in horror films.
Yeah, and you better make sure your voice is in good condition too.
Yeah. Screaming is not. It's not easy.
Yeah, it's called, especially when I'm doing voice exercise stuff on my acting course. The one thing they tell us is that we gotta do a lot of vocal exercises to keep you the vocal flaps in your voice active.
Oh my god!
Jeez.
See, Pete's eyes are blue. They look blue, like greenish blue or something like that.
Yeah, but Billy's eye had a bit of blue in it too.
Yeah, she beat the shit out of Peter.
Yeah. Brained him, stabbed him, maybe. I mean, you got a fucking poker for it, so, you know.
Yep, now Jess is resting in the house. And like I said, like that's why I got to give credit to Brad Dourif, because amount of stress that he put on his voice all those years playing Chucky, it's just amazing he can still do it. Even though I could tell his voice is shot now,
yeah. But he's still got it. I mean, if you watch him on that TV series Chucky, yeah, all right, he's 72. He does sound a lot older compared to what we saw many years ago, but he still has that fucking aura with him when it comes to being Chucky. He's still got it.
And yet there's Claire's father, who still has no clue.
That's the thing that's heartbreaking for this character, is that he never knows. For all he knows, she just vanished off the face of the earth.
Now, some people may have a problem with that. Like, why would they leave her there? I mean, I guess they probably consider, the case closed, and she wasn't that badly. He's passed out.
It's taken a mental toll on him.
Yeah.
Total physical and mental exhaustion. He's going to have to check into a psych ward after that. That's going to be a shitload of. That's going to be a hell of a psychiatric bill.
And I love this. Like the camera set on Jess, and then you can hear like the house full of people. And then you hear him slowly die down. Like say there's 10 people in there. Then it goes to 5 people. Then it goes to 4. Then it goes to 3. Then you hear 1 person, and it's just quiet.
And then
you get that sense of calmness a little bit because it just had a room full of people, so it feels safe. But now she's alone. Now you're feeling like, ugh.
Yeah, you all think you can rest easy, and then
the camera's panning. You see Barb's bed with blood on it.
And the bodies ain't there. You would think they'd have found those bodies.
Now it's just going through the whole house. Now we see Claire's bedroom. And all you just hear is the wind from outside.
Yep.
And it's just quiet. You may hear a dog barking whatsoever. Now the camera's at the steps, at the ladder. It's looking up at the attic where he's been at all this time.
I can faintly hear him humming on my speakers.
I can hear him humming too. Yep, he's humming.
I heard it before the camera got to the ladder. Fuck.
And we see Claire, and the camera just pans on her as it zooms out, and you see the house mother, and it slowly pans out. And did it look like Billy was going back downstairs?
Yeah.
I could have sworn I saw his shadow look like he was going back downstairs.
I did see that shadow. It did go downstairs again.
And we see the one cop at the front door.
And then
we get the phone call. The phone ringing. You just hear it. All you just hear is the dog barking.
I noticed the cop.
The wind.
And then he just pays no mind to it.
Great fucking ending. Great ending.
This ending right here, for a lot of people that saw it, I'm guessing they had this feeling of like somebody took a shotgun to their soul and blew it out the back of their ass.
And we don't know. Like, we don't know what happens. Does he go back and finish the job? Does he stay up there? And you can still see Claire on the top left-hand side.
Yep. I see it too.
Oh, God.
The whole fucking ending is ambiguous. This is what I mean. No music, no sound effects. Just the sound effect of the phone. What's more scary, suspenseful music or this? For me, this. And that's it.
Great movie, man. Great movie. I I love this movie to death, man. Like after all these years, bro, I've really grown to really appreciate this movie, and
This movie
well,
still has that
that was
effect.
awesome.
Oh
That was
yeah,
awesome.
good movie, very good movie.
But yeah, there you have it. There was Black Christmas 1974, where me and Paul we gave our live on the spot reaction to the film. Hopefully everybody enjoyed us watching the film. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here pretty quick. Paul, is there anything that you want to plug in before we get out of here?
Yeah, guys. For anyone who wants to check out some of the stuff I do, I'm on Twitch. Type in Gorehound 1983, first letter capital, all no spaces, one word with the numbers. And you want to see some cool video game streaming, just hang out and say hi or whatever, man. That's where you'll find me.
All right, cool, man. Well, like I said, there's going to be no podcast on Tuesday. Um, I will see, because I know we announced we're going to do the Scream movies next. I mean, Paul, would you? Because it's New Year's Day next week, right?
Yeah.
All right. Could be down for Actually, could be down. Could you be down for a Scream 1 review?
Hell yeah. Let's fucking do it.
All right, cool. All right, next week we will do a Scream review on the way of Scream 5 being released on January 14th. And yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed this watch along. Merry Christmas. Hopefully you enjoyed the rest of Christmas with their friends and family and such. And check your attics, because you never know. But
Check the whole house.
check the whole house. Check the whole, because you never know, because whoo, scary. But yeah, we are out. Hit that like and subscribe button, and peace. Merry Christmas.